Welcome back, Smooth and Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. We have the amazing, real Mo. How you doing, man?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a long time, right? And I know me and you have done streams with other people and jumped on the thing, but this is the first official time you're on my channel, and next week I'll be on your channel. So it's amazing for you to be here.
Dude, I appreciate you. I'm honored. And I don't know if you've heard me say it a few times on other streams, but watching you in the early days where you were like one of the only ones talking about TitanX in the very beginning, doing your daily updates, I was like, bro, this is where it's at. Like, more people need to do this. I could do this. I could do something along the lines of this. And I definitely didn't want to copy, and I definitely didn't try. But you were one of the inspirations on me starting this up. So hats off to you, sir. Appreciate you.
I appreciate it a lot, man. And I was just kind of compelled in the beginning, right? I like this project so much, and the daily uploads was definitely a grind. I probably did it for like 3 months straight or whatever. And once the hate got to the peak of the hate, I was like, all right, I'll just take a step back. It's okay. I'll come back when it's fine, right? My bags, I just kept adding, right? So appreciate you for watching, and full circle. Now we're you're on the channel, right? We're both streaming a lot, so it's really cool to see, man.
Yeah, it's been a wild journey, 100%.
Yeah, and we're barely over a year old, so the fact that we're here and hopefully, God willing, we do what we're doing, and year 2, year 3, year 4, or even crazier. I think that would just be so sick.
Yeah, I mean, if we even have if we even just barely replicate what we've done so far, this is going to be a nuts ride, and most of us think we're going even better than what we've done. So, yeah, I can't wait to see where this all goes. This is going to be nuts.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's to the point where I felt compelled to, start a project, and this has been under wraps for a while. And right, like I said in previous streams, right, I personally didn't reinvent the wheel with my original thought, and I just wanted something some people can grasp to, and kind of, pass based on past performance of other ones, and kind of see how this would go. So, yeah. The verse Mo says the earth is hollow. That's hilarious.
The moon's hollow. It's
Yeah,
not the earth, right? He's already trying to get us booted back off YouTube.
Yeah, literally.
First comment. Here we go.
I love that. It's so funny. That's awesome.
I love the verse. That guy's awesome.
Yeah. So,
TitanX.
yeah, they've been killing it over there. And, every time TitanX goes up, it seems like Alien X really rips. I mean, it is like waiting for takeoff. I'm a big Alien X person too. So obviously I felt compelled to start a project, and, it's going to be built on Inferno, which is great. It's going to be a portion of it added to the Inferno buy and burn. Definitely really liked Inferno, not only the team, but just the fact that the Nemesis, I thought that was really cool. And a thought of building something for the community. I thought that was just really cool. So kind of a reason why I put that to it. But yeah, what is I guess the thing would be to say kind of what's my elevator pitch is kind of how everybody starts this, I guess, right?
Yeah, 100%. The 30-second elevator pitch that turns into a 3-minute pitch.
Right. Yeah, so basically my short elevator pitch would be a combination of Inferno and Volt put together, right? So
okay,
weekly mints, daily auctions, and our big thing, and to put this into 4 minutes into the stream, 76% of all of the economic energy that comes in for the mints and for the daily auctions will auto mint X28.
Okay.
Yep.
Bullish.
So our main, yeah. So just think about that for a second.
All that X28 means half of it's just burning. All that TitanX is just burning away, man.
Yep.
Good Lord. You're going to be one of the biggest burners around in terms of percentages.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on the top of the leaderboards, in my opinion. But the thought was we were going to do it originally, right? So you're going to be able to use TitanX, and you're going to use ETH to come into our mints and our daily auctions. And with the launch of X28 and OmniChain and Shogun, I just wanted to pivot to make something to make Flare part of that. Whatever it is, I just wanted to be part of that. And we made a switch to have a auto X28 minting portion of our project, and 76% is going straight to that off of everything that comes in with the mints, everything that comes in with the daily auctions. And so my main liquidity pair will be X28 and Flare. And so everything's going to basically be running through X28.
Legit. That's legit. So, I mean, so 76% is auto minting X28. And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't 50% of the X28, isn't 50% of the TitanX that goes into X28 burned?
Yep.
So then you have a 38% TitanX burn right off the top.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, I wanted it to be as aggressive as it could be. And the whole project is a very aggressive project, in my opinion. But that little X28 right at the end, right before we went to audits and this and that, right? And we're probably a week away from audits, but right when that happened, I was like, oh, this is what we need to do. And we had some discussions back and forth, but I just thought that being the top of the leaderboard and burning a crap load of TitanX is what I want this project to do.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I understand bonfire was already used in the name for Inferno, but I mean, it feels like you're doing a giant fucking bonfire, not just a little flare.
Yeah, right. That's funny. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, I want it to be like, because the original idea before I, was up at 2 a.m. trying to figure this out in my girlfriend's kitchen. I was just originally going to do Inferno 2.0 on top of Inferno. That's what I was going to do. And then things came out, this and that. The ideas progressed. It wasn't really time for me personally to make it. And I'm so happy that happened, because this project is way better. It is way better than my original idea. So I'm jacked. This is going to be a hell of a project, I think, and a hell of a ride, in my opinion.
I'm now reimagining the imagery of this, and it's like the energy plants, and they're flaring off all the excess at the top. Yeah. Flaring off all that excess TitanX, just burning it away.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And I wanted to use X28, and I was thinking about doing just kind of like other people were doing, right? You bring X28 in, you use X28, right? But I didn't necessarily think it wasn't a bad idea, and it isn't a bad idea, but I was thinking, what could I do that's different? And auto minting X28 with you using Ethereum or TitanX is the way, in my opinion. And ironically, Mackenzie had the idea, said that she had the idea 2 days before I was going to release my idea, public. This has been 2 weeks of discussions. So that's why Josh was like, we have something coming for that. So
nice.
Yeah.
So I remember those posts.
Yep. Yeah. So I'll jump into the white paper. We can just go through that a little bit. Yeah. So hyperdeflationary token built on TitanX, incorporating a unique daily, whatever. But main thing is going to be 11 weeks of minting, right? Yeah. My everybody knows.
No, I love that. That was perfect. Right? That was absolutely perfect.
Yeah. So 11 weeks of minting, just like Inferno had 8 weeks, right? We're going to do 11 weeks. So my thought process on the 11 weeks, obviously my favorite number is 11, right? So obviously keep the 11, but it's nice because it's a slow minting process. I didn't want it to be as aggressive as, Shogun's 28-day minting, right? I wanted it to be a little bit slower than that. 8 days of minting with Volt or, Viper, right? Stuff like that. I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea, right? I just think minting the way Inferno did, mixed with daily auctions, will allow it to inflate every week and deflate during the week like crazy. So I want it to be a slow process. I want people that get in on week 10 and 11 still get a great opportunity to get it. And then, it's take off from there. So basically,
so technically, it's like a mix between TitanX, Volt, and Inferno. Since TitanX goes inflationary and then deflationary, that's kind of what you're doing there too.
Yep.
Inflationary,
Exactly.
deflationary with Inferno-like release with Volt-like mechanics.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah. So it's definitely a culmination of a lot of stuff. So Friday mints, Saturday claims, just how Inferno was. Day one will be all minting. Day two, auctions will begin. And then obviously you claim on day two and continuing. And so it's going to be a daily auction every day until that minting day comes back around for Friday. No daily auction, only minting happened that day. And then basically that'll go through 11 weeks. After 11 weeks, it's daily auctions from there.
Okay, so day one, it's minting. Day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, auctions. Day 7, minting.
Yep.
And then, okay, gotcha.
Yep. So here, I'll pull
That's
up
legit.
James. What up, James?
Hey!
Yo, yo, yo. How's everybody?
Dude, your mic sounds legit.
Yeah? Is it all right?
Mhm. Sounds
good.
perfect. Sounds high quality.
I got the idea from Crypto Kindness many moons ago. He said, "You know what's most important is your audio." So I finally listened to him after all these time. Plus, anywhere it's not that expensive. You can pick these things up for under $100, and there's all different qualities. And this one's a good one. I do like this one.
That's awesome.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Both
man.
of yours sound good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. James, did you hear the beginning of this at all or anything?
So I was over on another stream. TitanX is so big now. There's sometimes 2 streams happening at once.
Yep.
I'm staying in there for the viewer, for the algo, but I came over here to be live. So I did not see the beginning of this. I kind of know what we're talking about, but I'm going to keep quiet unless I have something intelligent to say. So,
well, basically, all I've explained so far is Flare is basically a combination of Inferno. Now he's gone. Look at that. Let's see if he comes back.
But... Live is hard.
Yeah,
I was doing one the other day. I think I was off screen, I was off stream, and I was trying to show him something, and I clicked off the actual live stream feed I was on, and just straight clicked on whatever Google or something. And I was like, I just lost him. And it took me 5 minutes to get back in. And he's like, I was wondering what happened there, buddy. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry.
That's hilarious. Well, all good.
If James comes back in, you can re-explain it, but let's just keep going through the white paper, I guess.
Yeah. So Fridays you have mint. Day 2 is daily auction all the way into that next Friday. And then Friday will be no daily auction. There you go, James.
There he is. He's back.
Yep, sorry about that. My VPN, I turned off the VPN to have better signal, so it tends to kick me out.
It's all good. Yeah. So basically, Flare, in my opinion, is a mixture of Inferno, Volt, and TitanX technically. So basically, it's going to be 11 weeks of minting every Friday, just kind of how like Inferno is. Daily auctions after that. And our biggest thing is 76% of all of the TitanX and Ethereum that comes in is going to auto mint X28.
That is powerful.
Yeah. So I'm really hyped on that mechanic. It's going to be really, really cool to see. So, and basically it'll be 11 weeks of minting and daily auctions. And then after that 11 weeks, it'll solely be daily auctions from then on. And forever and always, right? Through the daily auctions as well, it will mint 76% of all of the TitanX and Ethereum that comes in forever. So, our main LP is X28 and Flare, just to, do its thing.
Love it.
Awesome. Yeah. So pull in the mint allocation ratio. And after this stream this weekend, all of this will probably be on TitanX Hub as well. Just haven't really sent it to Mike Dean just yet. So everybody will be able to read it after the stream, probably either tomorrow or tonight or something.
Sounds good.
Yep. So weekly mints every
That is
week
great.
it'll go down a little bit. Start off week 1-1, and then so I was originally going to do 0.05 decreasing every single week, but just I thought that if I did something a little slower to kind of go along with the 11-week mint, right, just go 0.02 less and just create a really good opportunity no matter what week you go in to get a good ratio. But on top of that, having the ability to get a good ROI. If everything is very aggressive during the week, potentially only dropping 0.02, you should be able to get a decent ROI in theory on your minting every week. Because I kind of want it to be a battle almost between if minting is the best way or auction is the best way. I personally think minting will be the best way, but is to be seen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
always that's always the interesting question. Does the ROI matter? Do you go in the last hour? Do you just DCA in over the whole time? I've been doing these lobby protocols for years now. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've tried a lot of different strategies, and it really depends on the participation. That's what it all comes down to.
Yep. So, and we've seen a lot of these ROIs on the daily auctions kind of go a little bit above single digits. Sometimes they're 30%, whatever the case is. So having this slower minting ratio, I think will allow it to really be able to get a good ROI just off of minting alone. That's my hope, I guess you could say. So
yeah.
0.02 drops week 1-1. By the end of week 11, it'll be 1 to 0.8. So still a great opportunity to get in whatever week you get in, all good. And hopefully that will allow it to really continuously inflate. I'm trying to, gobble up as much TitanX as I can, and by burning half of it too. So it's a lot. So 44% of the TitanX that comes in will auto mint X28 and be used for the buy and burn. 32% of the TitanX comes in will mint X28 and be allocated towards the daily auction pool, which every single day from the mint or the daily auction pool that comes in, it will over 180 calls buy whatever that amount came in, will buy Flare and put it into the auction pool. The buy and burn obviously is going to be a little slower and, be as a whole. So, wanted to get all of that economic energy in from the day before into the next day and really scoop up as much Flare on the open market as we could.
Smart.
And then,
I like it.
Thank you. And then 8% of the TitanX is directly sent to the Inferno buy and burn. 8% is used for liquidity webbing. So at first, it's going to be X28 and Flare. After a little bit, I'm hoping to get all of the Inferno Kingdom in an LP. I'm hoping to get all of the Dragon X Kingdom in an LP, right? It's just going to be slow LPs kind of starting over the course of all of these mints. So definitely wanted to do that. I just really love how all of these liquidity webs are working and how they look. It's just so good. And you really are attached to these other projects.
Are you building yours with any sort of buy or sell tax?
Yes. So that's
Okay.
down there a little bit lower.
Sorry, I didn't want to steal the thunder. My bad.
All good. We'll just pull it up. So through 11 weeks, it'll be 8% buy and sell tax, 3.5% to the daily auction pool, 3.5% burn, 1% Genesis. After that will be 2.8%. 1% is going to the daily auction pool, 1% is burned, 0.8% is to Genesis. So I really wanted to make it so, whoever is coming in, regardless of what happens, if no one's doing the auctions, no one's doing the minting, whatever happens, as long as there's buying and selling happening, they're going to be sent to the daily auction pool. And also allow these arbitrage bots to trade and us to continuously burn Flare, recompound Flare. Since this is going to be a V2 pair liquidity, it will just auto recompound and grow and grow and grow. So everything we do is going to continuously do that. So all of the LPs, I'm trying to make them thick, everywhere, and hopefully, create a really big thick web. We're not going to release with all of these webbings like Shogun is, but over time we're going to add to it.
What was the main pair again? Is going to be Flare X28?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we were kind of going back and forth, but it just made the most sense doing the X28 route with the pair, in my opinion. So liquidity pool creation X28 and Flare pairing only. X28 and Flare contract mints additional Flare matching the X28 amount. Pool type is V2, and like I said, it's going to compound into the LP and help thicken the LP for the life of the LP. I really want, Flare to be one of the biggest X28 LPs, in my opinion. That's what I'm really hoping for.
Yeah.
Well, get ready for a bit of a contest because we minted 100 billion scale along with the community. You know how with LPs you generally created extra, so we did some extra, but we created 100 billion along with everyone minting. So we're doing Shogun and et cetera, et cetera. We're happy to LP with you too. We are. We love this idea of like kingdoms and pillars, but we also all work together. Like that's my thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, like I said, with our Flares LPs, I really hope to touch everything. I want it to be a LP, no matter how big or small, with absolutely everything. So over time, that's going to happen. It's not going to be as aggressive as Shoguns is with and scale like instantly. Like we have pairs with all of these things already. So it's going to be a slow thing. And we want these to be as thick as possible, in my opinion.
I like that boat picture there. What is that thing? Let's take a look there. Is this our dream yacht party?
Yeah, this is when we all meet in Singapore or Miami or something like that.
The corporate yacht.
Oh, the corporate yacht. Yeah, right.
Well, you can't live in Miami unless you have a boat. Everybody knows that.
It's really funny. So in Singapore, there's a man-made island called Sentosa. And of course, there's ports that Sentosa is one of those it's like downtown Manhattan. You have to have millions of dollars to live there. I don't live there. Let's be clear. I don't live there. And then there's beautiful boats. There's boats of all sizes there. Nothing as cool as this, though. Nothing with the neon and everything like this. You've done a good job there. Putting that picture together. It's eye-catching.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and if here, I'll show this. So if you guys haven't been to the website or anything, basically this is the coming soon, right? Flare. It's got the whole kind of landscape, really nice. And you can click on Telegram and it'll pull up the Telegram. So this is what it's going to be until the site releases. So I just wanted
Flare.win.
Flare.win.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was funny during the anniversary stream. What is his name? Someone had the list of all of the protocols releasing on TitanX. I mean, on Inferno. And what's this guy's name? Hold on. And he had Flare under it, but it was hidden by his name. So right when he vocalized Flare to everybody, that's when I was like, okay, I absolutely have to buy this domain right now. There is no waiting. I do not want anybody to buy it. So.
That's funny.
Was it Ali? Was it Ali, or was it one of the other clan over there?
Oh, Jordan Riz.
Oh, Jordan.
Yep. So he had the whole kingdoms behind him, and he was like, "Yeah, and you couldn't see it, but under here is a thing called Flare." And my brain was like, "How does he know that? Where did he find that out? Like, I gotta buy this domain."
That's too funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's actually kind of wild. Yeah, if you say shit too soon, someone will buy your fucking domain name, and then you got to find something that's lamer or just buy it from them.
Yeah, I did not want that to happen. It was
very, very sneaky.
Yeah, it was definitely a get it now. Like I spent the money during the stream. I was like, hey, you guys have to figure it out. I got to buy this real quick. So
it's legit.
That's why you pumped off stream.
Buy now or cry later, right? Yep. Buy now or cry later.
That's amazing.
Oh man,
I love it.
Awesome. So we'll go through the daily auction pool mechanics. Basically, through the weekly mints, 32% of everything that comes in, whether it's Ethereum or TitanX, will buy from the X28 and Flare pair and add it to the daily auction. And one thing we're doing that maybe is a little bit different, I'm going to put in, we are going to put in 1 trillion Flare into the daily auction already. So just promote longevity of it, promote early week 1, week 2, week all throughout the whole minting process. And my thoughts behind this is to let it balance out versus be so aggressive and let it build up and this and that. I really just think that giving it a good amount in the beginning is really good for the health of the daily auction pool. But yeah, so we got.
I think it's a good idea too. I mean, I'm not saying me too for everything, but we did the same thing. Even though we're not doing auction, we're not doing lobbies, we're not doing auctions, we're not doing staking. We're going to let everyone else do those things because you're good at it, and everybody's good with these numbers and 11 days and 28 days, and one of those other ones is like, I don't know, more than a year. So there's a lot of those going around. We're going to stick to our own types of things, keep it super simple, nice meme-fi stuff, and we want to fit into what these other protocols are doing. People can take their stake earnings and put it somewhere else. We want to be that somewhere else.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't. We don't have to have daily auctions for everything. So I totally agree. And we have to have different types of projects so that different types of people can join those projects and really like those projects. Right. Some people like simple projects. Other people like very advanced, revolutionary projects. So it's user's choice, in my opinion. And slowly but surely, we are getting all of them. We're advancing, we're building new ones, we're growing, and it's really, really cool to see.
It truly is. I mean, I can't wait till we get a game in there, even a simple game. Somebody was going to create a gambling thing, but then they didn't want to be doxxed, and they backed out of it. So, but there's talk of all these different things. So it will attract more people too. Now it'll attract additional people in and that's what we really need. We need more people in TitanX to participate, because you can definitely earn money in these.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely earn. You make the right choices. You understand how these tokenomics work, and you pay attention. You can definitely earn some coin in these.
Yeah.
The one thing you don't have to worry about is no rugs. No one is rugging. We're all fully doxxed. We follow the ethos. We are here to play alongside everyone else. So I think I just, once more people hear about it and then tell their friends, I think we haven't hit that tipping point. Not nearly.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why I'm frozen right now, but either way, whatever.
I can still hear you. Like I saw that Mo had to step away for a minute, but I can hear you well. I haven't pulled up well, actually, I do have YouTube on here now. I'm streaming over to the Baby Dragon X, and it looks like it's coming through there. So,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can still hear you and everything. So I'm just going to keep rocking. I don't really care if I'm moving or not. It'll probably come back. I mean, whatever, right? I
can hear you.
All right, cool. So
now I see you are frozen. Now your hat it stopped moving. Like it was moving a little bit, and now you're frozen in place like a magic spell.
He's got a look on his face like he's looking at a red candle day right now. He's like,
the red jacket. Well, hopefully it'll come back either way, whatever, right? I mean, this is the first stream at my new place for a month and a half or 2 months, so maybe I got to go straight Ethernet. We'll see.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So basically, to keep going, if I'm moving this, can you guys see this moving still?
Yeah, yeah. That's
click your camera off. Click it back on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea too.
Like hit stop cam, and then.
There we go. Cool.
Hey, all good.
Yeah, Mo, you know what's going on. Stop acting like you don't know what's going on. That's crazy.
Come on. Takes me a while. Yeah. I'm slow.
Okay, cool. Well, Mo, I don't know if you heard this, right? Daily auction pool is going to start with 1 trillion flare in it. So the first auction is going to have 110 billion flare, no matter what, right? So the first initial mint day is going to have that 32% of TitanX and ETH comes in, will buy up mint and buy up flare throughout that whole next day. So probably going to be a little bit more than 110 billion, but I feel like that's a really good place to start.
Legit.
So the daily auction, same exact thing. 32% of the X28 is going to be added to solely from the X28 flare pair and deposited in the pool. So that's going to be bought up over the following day. During the mint phase, 11% of the pool is going to be used for auctions. After the mint phase, it's going to be 5% of the pool is going to be in the auction. So this is what I want my house to look like in the future.
Okay, I like it. Do I get an invite?
Yep. I mean, this is going to be the TitanX hub, the real TitanX hub.
Nice.
That couch, literally, I could go take a picture of my couch. It looks like that. It's not floating. Like that looks like floating.
Yep.
My couch looks just like that with those same little pillows. I have 3 back pillows and I have 2 small pillows.
That's awesome.
Really, yeah.
No deal. I want the floating couch.
I want the floating couch too, and I want the big. I don't have those big windows like that either.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
Very metaversy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the colors I went with, if you can't tell by the website, right? It's neon pink, neon blue, neon red, like that whole vibe, right? Neon green. I just thought that's kind of a cool, interesting kind of scheme that other people don't have. So just wanted to do something a little bit different. But yeah, any questions so far on this?
Why 11 days? So what made you have the 11-day selection?
For what?
Is it 11-day lobby?
For the mint.
No, it's 11-week mint.
11-week mint. So why 11? Why not 8? Why not 18? Why not 28? 11 must be important number for you somewhere.
Yeah, so 11 was my sports number forever, basically, since high school. I was 22 until high school, and then 11 ever since that. So it's a nice, 11 weeks is like almost 3 months, right? It's, I don't know. I just picked it, and right, I just want it to be a little bit longer than 8. I didn't want 20 weeks, kind of found it. It just kind of worked out.
With you.
Awesome. Yeah, so the buy and burn mechanics. So we're gonna have basically the exact same buy and burn mechanics as Inferno. So Sunday through Wednesday, 4% of the X28 per day is gonna buy and burn flare, 10% on Thursdays, and 15% on Friday and Saturday. So same thing, right? If an interval is missed, the amount is doubled for the next interval. And it just keeps using it. And if anything isn't used for the TitanX or the X28, got to change that, rolls into the following week. So, yeah, I just want it to be as aggressive as possible. And I think with daily auctions and weekly mints that, should, in theory, continuously burn, in my opinion. But, it's to be seen. This is a little bit jacked up version of Inferno, in my opinion.
Is that public called function? Is that buy and burn publicly called? Okay.
Yep.
Do you have the ability to adjust the rewards?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, I believe so. So because the original Inferno kind of had some MEV issues, and we just didn't want to deal with that. So I believe that is the absolute only thing that we can even adjust or do to any of this.
Wow.
So
very limited admin keys. Well, Mike Dean will love that.
Yep. Yeah, so I think it's
also community members will love it.
Yeah. So it's that and the LPs. That's the only thing we can just start them basically. So, yeah, because using those V2, everything gets recycled in anyway. So it's great for the LPs and people buying and selling and stuff like that. Yep. And so after that, really, it's just the buy and sell tax during the 11 weeks. It'll be 8%. And then after that mint phase, it'll be 2.8% forever and always. So regardless of what happens, we have a forever growing LP. We have a declining amount of flare happening after 11 weeks. You have 11 weeks to get in and mint if you want, or do the daily auction, whatever you want. All good. So Revo, this is it's you go in with ETH or TitanX, 76% will auto mint X28.
And it's paired with X28.
Yep.
Okay.
So the main
Awesome.
pair is X28 and Flare. Obviously, maybe in the future we'll have X20 or Flare and TitanX. More than likely going to go the other route of do everything that's with X28 and with other projects and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. I'm almost assuming we're going to have a big, bulletin board of which LPs we're going to try to do first and this and that. But we'll see. Pushing for in all honesty, it's almost December now, so probably mid to late December release for Flare. I think that's probably where I want it to be before 2025, if possible. But
it's going to be a lot of Christmas presents for people. I hear a lot of people are going to be, trying to launch before Christmas and the week of. And my goodness, there's so much. We thought November had a lot happening, but look, so many builders in December. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, December's gonna be wild. I don't even think people have any idea.
People have no idea. I'm trying to decide which tokens to keep. Like, do I keep more TitanX than other ecosystems? I'm keeping everything. Like, I have some of everything, but I'm just wondering, should I have a little bit more of this? Should I have a little bit more of this? Should I go in this other day's auction? I literally don't have enough money to do everything. Right? That's the thing. And all the projects look so interesting and good, and you never know who's going to pop. Some are going to pop, not financial advice and not really forward thinking, but some protocols are just going to do extraordinarily well just because of the way that the participation works. And then some will just do just average. So if you're in everything, well, you'll take advantage of it.
Yeah. And, like we were saying earlier, right? Like the leverage on TitanX with all these other projects that are linked to it. I mean, obviously we've seen, right? Like TitanX could do a 10% drop. Everything drops like crazy, but it can do a 10% rise and things are 2Xing like instantly almost, So it's like, me and Mo were talking about Baby Dragon X, right? Like almost out of nowhere, just ripped. You know what I mean? Like, it was like Mo said, right?
You shot green candle.
You saw it. You're like, you saw it and you missed it, right? Like, there's no getting that back, right? And it's pretty crazy.
It was. I mean, it even surprised the team. Obviously, me and the team. I mean, we went from we were at 47K market cap for months. In fact, people said, "Are you still on Deck Screener?" People don't understand that Deck Screener, that you don't show up there unless there's a swap in 24 hours. So there's no swap. So we weren't feeding it. We were just we knew, just wait. We didn't know how long it would take. Was it going to be day 280? When it was going to be? And then we went from 47K to 150. I wasn't. Somebody pinged me. Hey, how did you triple in market cap? I don't know. I don't know. And then 2 days later it was 350,000, and then it was 1 million, and then you just you know the story from there. It just did some incredible things. Yeah. Like I always give Eric accolades. Yeah, I finally met him in person over at one of the events 4 months ago, and I shook his hand and I said, your tokenomics really worked out well for so many people. Mm-hmm. So really, really good, for a new builder. His devs, of course, we use the regular auditors and everything. He really led us down the path. He held our hand, told us when we're doing things well. I also like to tell one story. Let's just say he gave us 20 things that we should do, and I decided, nope, we're going to do 18 of these 20. Well, all 18 things worked out. All of them. Nothing was different than what he said. He never gave time frames, but he said, here's how we expect things to happen as things progress. And that guy, he had it right. He had it right.
That's awesome. Yeah, no expectations. It seems good. It sounds good. Yeah. And it's going to be something that, progresses. And we are a very, very young ecosystem, right? And we've seen other ecosystems take years to build, right? And years to grow and get adoption and this and that. So a lot of fully hyperdeflationary objects or projects built on top of a hyperdeflationary project. I mean, I just have never seen anything like it. You know, it just felt compelled to build something, right? I just, you know, it messes with my brain so hard. I'm like, I got to put my footprint somewhere on this. I was like, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I need to do it. And, you know, here's Flair. I mean, hopefully 3 to 4 weeks away. And, you know, whatever the case is, like, even if it's later, whatever,
Right.
I would really love it to be in December. That would be a great way to kick it off. But we'll see.
Very much so. I mean, when I joined TitanX, it was day 33, December 3rd. I always say this because I'll never forget the day I was watching Crypto Kindness and I said, Crypto Kindness is in this thing. All right, I might as well really just look at it. And as soon as I looked at it, I literally got in for the same day during the stream, like he was on with Jake and somebody else. And I said, my goodness, how did I not get in this day one? Doesn't matter though. Day 33 is still fine. I think this is going to be around for a while. And it has been around. TitanX has changed my life. You'll see me tweet this once in a while. It's just a one-liner. I tweet about once a week. TitanX has changed my life.
I love it. Yeah,
Definitely.
and it's changed mine too. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that it's like when you actually have a vision for what the future can be, and then you get surprised. It seems like every single week, it's like, oh, I didn't even think that was possible. Like, I didn't think a project like that was coming here, you know, this and that. So it's just going to be so sick, right? Like Revo says, adoption hasn't even happened yet. Imagine a 10X, right? So once green candles happen, right? If they happen, right? That's going to be the absolute best marketing we can have. And, you know, I'm hoping, right, with my project, having the ability to take in Ethereum hopefully will bring in more people from the Ethereum ecosystem into TitanX. And, you know, obviously we've seen other people that come in right through Volt and whatever the case may be with Ethereum. Some people sell and leave, right? And some people only have Volt, right? But a lot of those people will slowly get into other things. And once they get the bug and once they make money off of something, they're like, you know, I'm in, I'm watching streams, I'm tweeting about it, right? Whatever the case is. And it slowly happened to all of us, which is the craziest part.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I'm just so bullish on TitanX in general. But Flare is, you know, I think a very, very aggressive but slow at the same time project, right? You don't have to FOMO in the first week, the second week, whatever the case is. You can let it play out and look at it and wait for it. Because 11 weeks of minting and the last week is still 1 to 0.8 ratio. It's not that crazy, right? I'm okay with Flare having a ton of circulating supply. I'm okay with it having a little bit of circulating supply. The math works regardless of what happens. And I just want it to be such a fair way for people to get in. Obviously, majority of people that get in, like myself, are day ones, right? The 1-to-1 minting. I love that aspect, right? It always sounds good that way. So just wanted to be a little bit slower, have a little bit different view of, you know, what these daily auctions can do, in my opinion. I just wanted to switch it up just a little bit.
I'm super excited about that dynamic. I mean, I can't wait to see where mint followed by 6 days of auctions and then in a mint and then 6 days of auction and then watch that play out over, you know, 3.5 months. That's going to be wild. I can't wait to see that.
It really is going to be. Yeah, it really is. I like the innovation. Like I love these protocols with innovation. You're not afraid to try something a little bit different. You know, you ideate, maybe you talk to some advisors, maybe you just have a couple drinks of coffee or your favorite cold beverage, and you say, what can I do that would be interesting and give people real chances to have game theory and really play the game and play the game different ways, different weeks. I think you may have done it here. I
appreciate that compliment. It's awesome, man. It's you know, I definitely think the ability to be slow and allow it to grow while it's minting is the most important part for me. You know, no shade at the you know, capped days of minting and the daily auction of getting it out that way. I just think allowing the users to say, okay, I want to mint a billion today, or I want to mint 500 million, or whatever the case is. You're not relying on going into a daily auction that's releasing all of this and getting just bogged down by people getting in bigger bags of you, or like you didn't expect 500 people to get in there. You know, I wanted it to be every Friday you'll be able to mint, and you'll have it for that whole week, and it's just very aggressive. And 76% of everything that comes in will mint X28, which is insane in my opinion. That's like the cherry.
I believe that X28 was genius. It's so simple, like that 1-to-1 ratio. Like I minted 20 billion myself, just to get things started. Because I wanted to help burn a lot of TitanX and just get it out of there. Then what did I do? I created LPs. I'm not making $1 million on the LP, but as that volume increases, it's very tight. It's a very, very tight thing there. So that's a stream of income, and there's always a 1-to-1. So you really not financial advice and no promises, but you almost can't go wrong on an X28 TitanX pair. Like it's so powerful. The way it's made, it's just so powerful to be able to create that liquidity.
Yep. Yeah, and the thought of everything that comes in, right? Obviously 76% is, bought and burned or put into X28, but half of everything that comes in to that X28 is burnt forever and always. And, I had a nice little allocation, and, I was going to do 4% to the Phoenix TitanX vault, right? That was what I was going to do. And then once I pivoted to the X28 thing, I talked to Colin, and Colin's like, hey man, don't worry about Phoenix, burn as much TitanX as you can, go aggressive. And I was like, I appreciate you, saying that. I was going to do it anyway, but I'm glad I got your grace. You know what I mean? But we're going to burn. I'm hoping to be top 5 biggest burners in TitanX. That's my goal through this 11 weeks.
Whoa, that is a lofty goal. I hope you make it. I wish you all the best on that one. I'm wondering if Mike Dean will, there's so much on that page right now. Like I can't imagine him putting another thing on there. But imagine if there was a place that how much X28 did you burn? Like there could be another column, could be another column there.
Good column.
All you stats guys just want more stats.
Say it again. More stats.
All you stats guys are like, give me more stats.
We can never get enough. More pie charts. I remember in one of the founder chats. Remember Jake threw all that code out there for you guys who want pie charts. Here it all is, and I'm like, I wonder what this does. I copied all of it out, sent it over to our dev. He said, "Oh yeah, we can do that." Oh yeah, we can do that.
That's fine.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll read through some of these chats. I don't think we got a crazy amount or anything. The Verse, appreciate y'all. Shout out to Flair. It's about to be a sick project. Shout out the Verse. Verse has amazing TA on all of this stuff, and they have a great project through AlienX. So if you have not subscribed or watched their stuff, please go check their stuff out. It's unreal, right? They do such a great 100%. Job. Chris and Trey are awesome guys. Yeah, Revo, nice. The Mo, bullish.
I'm in a chat and I'm in a stream.
I love that. So, J Class, let's go. Yes, sir. TitanX family. What up, Utah?
How does Utah have any time to do his own stuff? He's in every stream all the time, replying on Twitter. That guy, maybe he's one of those people that doesn't need as much sleep as the average. Some people can function on 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep a day. If you need 8 or 9, well, those people who can operate on less sleep, they have more hours than you. They can do more than that. So maybe he's one of those people who are blessed with the great genetics.
Right. Yeah, I definitely I kind of have those in my opinion. As I'm getting a little older, it's a little bit different. But when I was right, it's dropping. But when I was first thinking of Flare, right, because I had a original idea and then I updated it, and it was 2:00 in the morning. I'm at my girlfriend's place, and I'm like brain steaming, writing stuff on paper and like figuring out like, what am I going to do with this project? Like, what am I actually building? And so that night, I ended up coming up at 4:00 in the morning, and my girlfriend wakes up at 4:30 for work. And I'm like, crawling in bed at 4. And she's like, what are you doing? I said, babe, I think I figured it out. She's like, what does that mean? I said, I'll tell you tomorrow. I got to get some sleep.
No more cat pictures, babe. I think I got it.
This is real. That's so funny. Revo 1111. Let's see. Yeah, shout out to Shrey. Never financial advice, Shrey. But who's ready for tech December? Get her more Hydra James. I like that. That's pretty funny.
Wait, what happened?
He's just talking about Hydra. He says,
he was, get more. Well, Hydra, I mean, I didn't come here to talk about my own project, but we create Hydra miners. We were the first one to have our smart contracts call other smart contracts. And we decided on Hydra because we believe in Hydra. And Eric and Jake collabed on that one. And we believe, and we fed it with, I don't know, $65,000, almost $70,000 worth of TitanX on day one. We created 4 miners. You can see it all on the Dragon Horde. The Dragon's Horde. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we really believe in Hydra. We really believe in it, and we'll continue to participate in that. You can read the white paper and see why we believe it.
Yeah, and it's going to be really cool, like Scale is doing, right? Like we're calling that X28 smart contract to mint our X28. So same kind of concept, right? We definitely took a little piece of Scale for that kind of stuff, and other projects are kind of doing something like that, but like using the smart contracts. But I'm pumped. Like I said, just like you, James, I own everything. So it's like, I'm all good with whatever pops off. I'm ready. Absolutely. I'm ready for it all. So,
yep.
Yeah.
I feel like I need another part-time job. Like I'm already the CEO of a protocol and obviously a founder here. I feel like I need a part-time job for more money. And what am I going to do with it? Buy more TitanX tokens.
Yeah. It's kind of
you're a degen when you fall into more money and you're like, I should just buy more TitanX. You're like, Jesus Christ, what do I?
Yeah. I sold my house, and my dad calls me. He's like, yeah, that must feel good. I'm like, yeah, it feels good. He was like, do not buy only crypto with that money. I said, what do you mean? He goes, Max, I know who you are and what you do. You are 100% going to buy a crapload of crypto. I said, well, one investment to another one. It's all good.
Dad, they're not cat coins, okay? Yeah. At least they're not cat pictures.
Yeah. Ironically, though, my dad is in crypto, right? He just tells me like, hey, buy me $500 worth or buy me $100 worth or whatever. And he's kind of like Jake's dad, right? Is it up? Is it down? All right, let me know when it's up. It's like he doesn't care at all. It's like he's not even worried about it, which I absolutely love.
I was waiting for you to say your dad was in Mr. Miggles.
Right. He was actually the first PDI guy,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right.
Dad,
PDI to $1. I don't if I had $1 for every time I read somebody tweeted PDI to $1, I'd be a multimillionaire. I wouldn't even need to create any protocols. PDI to $1. It's a favorite phrase.
That's hilarious.
Maybe it'll get to $1. I mean, I hope it does.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be a great narrative regardless for crypto in general, right? I think so.
Gosh. Look, it's at 2.5 cents. How long have you been hearing PDI at $1?
Ever since I got
thousands of a penny, 10,000ths of a penny.
Yep.
Like it's done a 10,000x so far. It's only 30x away from $1. Like conceivably, it doesn't have that much farther to go. I know. Only in crypto can you say that shit. Like, well, if I just only do I've done a 10x. If I do like a 2x from here, I'll be a millionaire. I'm like, okay, only a 2x from here.
Only in crypto. You have got that right.
Yep.
Utah is in bed with the flu, but he's still on streams. He's still working, pumping everybody's bags, showing he's a Superman. Even if you're horizontal, you're a horizontal Superman. So well done.
A horizontal Superman.
I like that.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, so Column's in here. He says, LFG, smooth, give your best elevator pitch for Flare. I'll clip it up and post it. So
in the beginning.
Yeah, so it's in the beginning. If I could do another one, right, I might make a word for word version of this elevator pitch in the future. But it's basically a very highly deflationary project. 11 weeks of minting. Every Friday you can mint, Saturday you can claim, with a daily auction added to that. And we have a buy and burn tax or a buy and sell tax. And yeah, it's going to be very aggressive buy and burn daily allocation towards the daily auction. Yeah, I need to definitely write it down, so it's going to sound better than that. Um, it's like you think you have the elevator pitch, and then you like start talking. You're like, nah, I don't really have it. It's not quite ironed out yet.
Well,
Yeah.
what you said is very clear. Like, I've been doing elevator pitches ever since I was selling servers and data centers. And, as long as your elevator pitch, as long as you've got some like enthusiasm about it and it's clear to people, that's all it needs to be. And what you just said there was very clear. So
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna write one down, and that'll be the first paragraph of what is Flare. I'm gonna really grind that out and make it really nice. So, yeah, shout out TEDx. Shout out. I was just on his stream the other week for the first time. It was awesome being
I
on
need
there.
to get on there. He has been fantastic supporting protocols. Everywhere I go, there's TEDx, and he comes up with some great ideas.
Mhm.
He's a really amazing community guy. He's always thinking of ways to help and to help either marketing and some other things. And he's told me about his show, and then I didn't get to get on it yet. His talk show or whatever he calls it. I do want TEDx, if you're listening.
TitanX Lounge.
The lounge.
It's the lounge. It's the lounge. That's right. I would love to get on there and do some lounge talk.
Yeah, it's great vibes over there. It's just good communication, right? Just talking through what you think of certain things, what he thinks of certain things. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was just in the chat talking to him, and then he was like, "Hey, come on up. If you're really chatting this much, come on up." So
right.
You're like, yeah, good point.
Yeah. I was like, I'll pop in there. I don't got anything else to do. So
you're like, no, I'm busy.
I'm just typing away and answering stuff constantly, and Yeah, guys. So do you guys have any other questions? If you're watching, comment any questions you have about Flare. But we're gonna keep this quite to an hour ish, and tomorrow I'm doing another one, and I want to come on everybody's channel again. I want to make the rounds, and James, we can stream again. Mo, we can stream again. Obviously, as much as we can. I have a whole month ish of time before Flare releases, so just want to put it out.
No, Jake's in the chat. Right as you're ending their stream, Jake shows up.
Yeah, right. Literally, what up, Jake?
You're like, hi, Jake. Bye, Jake.
You can see Jake in the stream. Oh, there he is. Yeah, vibes. For some reason, like the chat isn't scrolling for me. But that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, so
Jake knows vibes. If anybody knows vibes, Jake knows vibes. He does. Have you seen him like recently? He's got like the I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, the dual swords, the katanas. Yeah,
like the Deadpool katana. I don't want to call it the Deadpool katanas, but I mean that's kind of what it reminds me of. Wow. Yeah, he's really something else. He's really put something magical together.
Dual katanas, baby. That's what he wrote in the chat.
yeah.
It was funny off of the stream that he had, and I knew he was gonna clip that screenshot, and then literally 2 seconds after the stream ended, he had a picture on X with the dual katanas. He's like flexing, holding them both. It's hilarious.
Every single person that came on and was like, "Is that real? Is that virtual screen or?" He's like, "No, these are real, baby.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking around. Let's
real.
fucking go."
They're real, and he probably sharpened them.
Yes.
No dull blades. Things are ready to rock.
Oh, it's like the Kill Bill movie. Whenever it's
yeah, exactly.
He probably sharpened him with his teeth. Just.
I'm gonna get some katana, sharpen it with my jawline.
Yes,
try to get it iced up.
There's a movie way back in the day, Crocodile Dundee. And there's like a chick around, and as soon as the chick wakes up, he's like, "Oh!" He pulls out his big knife and he starts like pretending like he's shaving with this huge knife.
That's the clip where it's like, that's not a knife, this is a knife, right?
Yeah,
Or whatever.
same movie, different scene, but yeah.
I love that.
Uh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
like he's
Jake.
got like a regular razor and he's just shaving it with it. He's got
Yeah.
the can, and then she's waking up in the sleeping bag and he fucking throws it away. And he picks up this giant knife. And she's like,
Yeah, it's hilarious. That movie's legendary. It really is. Yeah.
I feel like I
So
might have to watch it again. It's been so many years since that's been out.
yeah, it really has. It's been crazy. Yeah. So Jake says, good to see you start getting out there with the mechanics. Yeah, Jake was definitely early on in me talking through it with him, and he really liked the project. And Jake, if you haven't heard, 76% of all the Ethereum and TitanX that come in is going to auto mint X28. So that is like, it's already going to be like, the project was already going to do pretty well in my opinion, but that little caveat right at the end, we were about to go to audits, and I was like, guys, we got to stop. Do not go to audits yet. I was like, we have to change this. They're like, well, it's going to cost more. I was like, I don't care. I'm like, let's get it going. I want to burn as much TitanX as possible. And it's going to be crazy.
you just interrupt everything with that saying with burn. Hey man, it's gonna cost more. Burn. Hey guys, smash that like button. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you share this out so everybody can see it. Always remember to smash those likes and shares and follow everybody. It helps the algo tremendously, which helps more eyes see us, which helps us get more followers.
Yes,
so let's
sir.
fucking go.
Yes, sir. So I'm really pumped on Flare. If you guys have any other questions, please put them in the comments. I'll comment on the video, whatever the case is. Definitely trying to keep this around an hour today. Definitely going to be streaming tomorrow. Again, I'm going to be with Column and possibly Jordan Riz. But I'm sure, right, we're going to do a combo stream next week. I'm going to try to get a big like Saturday mega live going. So like
It's good.
Like a, kind of like year one anniversary vibes, right? Like, do a long one, have different kind of teams come in and out, right? And, whether it's just a big one of 9 people or whatever, and we just keep it that way, I don't really care. So just want to do something for the community, for Flare, for other projects, just kind of this, Saturday or Sunday, big streams.
We will raise our hand for a giveaway. We are happy to give away some TitanX, or maybe so we don't like to give away scale because it's 7% transfer tax. Although we have that.
He's like, I don't want to pay my own transfer tax. I'm not.
Well, I mean, if you send somebody 88 million, then they don't get 88 million. So then the numbers are wrong. So
yeah.
So we
we
prefer to send 88 million TitanX, honestly.
All right, perfect. Well, you heard it here first, right? When we do this mega live, James is going to do a nice little giveaway for someone in the chat, or we'll figure out, huh? Yeah, so
definitely more than one. Like 188 million TitanX giveaway is never enough. I think the top stream we did 7. Like that was a lot actually.
Oh wow,
that was fun though. And I think with Mo, we did 6 or 7 on yours.
I can't remember how many we did. We did quite a few. I don't know if we did 6 or 7.
I think it was with you. We did
quite a few.
Yeah. We just wanted to do. We want people to have, people obviously want to join the streams and they want to hear what we have to say, but also, do a little bit of trivia, do a little bit of random number guessing, do the old, whatever. It's just fun. It's just we'd like to do it. It's giving back, paying it forward, give back.
Yeah, and we appreciate you, James, and people are really gonna like that. So Jake says, FYI, roughly a little bit under $1 million was burned in the last 24 hours
of X28 or of
TitanX.
Of TitanX. Oh.
$1
million.
1.13% of the existing supply.
Wow.
So,
wow.
It's already starting, boys. Mm-hmm. It's already starting.
Let's go.
Yep. So I'm hoping Flare gets out there sooner rather than later. A lot of tests are going to be done on it, but we have a really good couple audits that we're going to do, and then we're going to do I think we're going to do a pay per vulnerability audit as well. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be audited code, and it's solid. The team's making it is solid. Everything is going really good with the back end stuff and the code so far. So everything seems to be good, and that's kind of why I wanted to jump on here and do the stream. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for being here. James, thanks for jumping on, man. It's awesome to have you back on.
I love being on your show, Smooth. I mean, you supported us long ago, like when Baby Dragon X was just brand new, was a real baby, barely out of the egg. You know, you were one of the. I think you may have been the second or the third streamer we were on with. So we remember that, and we fully support everything you're doing, and we like your style. We really like your style.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, Mo had to go, but I appreciate that, James. And we're going to continuously develop this relationship and grow with the TitanX ecosystem. And it's really cool to not only have people that are like-minded and like talking about this stuff, but that you can just vibe off of and have a good conversation, right? Because a lot of people in the real world, if you want to call it, don't really care about crypto at all, let alone something as niche as TitanX, right? So we're going to be continuously growing and bringing more value to the ecosystem and hopefully innovating with every new project that releases. So yeah, been a pleasure having you on. Seriously.
Thanks for having me in.
Awesome, guys.
And all the best. Can't wait to hear your launch date. Is there going to be numerology in your launch date, or are you going to what's your?
I'm going to do some numerology. Like it's almost like if you're in this ecosystem, you kind of have to. And that's like I have 11%. That's numerology. 32% is 3 plus 2 is 5, right? Like you got all this numerology stuff going on. So 44% buy and burn, 4 plus 4 is 8, right? So I try to do my thing, but we'll wait till the release date comes, and kind of like how you did. Pivoted to 11.5 on your release of Scale, right? Kind of the same exact thing that we're going to do. Something that's give a date range, throw it out there, and people are like, it's definitely this date you need a release on, and we'll do that date.
Can't wait. Awesome. Cannot wait, Smooth.
Awesome. I'm pumped, man. It's awesome to talk about Flare in general, and being able to jump on and being able to give actual, this is what it is, this is what it's going to do. And when people ask in other streams, I can talk about it. So I'm just super pumped. And the UI is going to be, I think it's really, really clean. I think a lot of people are going to like it. So yeah, I'm just so bullish. It's going to be awesome.
It's great to see new founders. The new founders are popping out of the woodwork. They start as streamers or community members. They get to be, community leaders in a certain protocol. And then they say, well, you know what? If I could do something differently, I would do it this way. And then eventually something clicks in their mind. They can do it. It doesn't cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to do these things. And you can get a partner, or you can use the Inferno Launchpad or whatever. There's a lot of options out there to do things.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that's the great thing about this community.
I think it's only a matter of time before we really have big players coming in, right? Obviously, we're going to be big players eventually, in my opinion, but some people are going to say like, oh, this is what's going on over there. We need to jump in there and build some big stuff. So, it's all about a learning curve, really. And, we're only a year old. So at the end of the day, we're going to be continuously growing, and who knows what year 2 anniversary is going to look like. It's already getting crazy. And if you haven't seen it, we burn almost $1 million worth of TitanX in the last 24 hours, right? So it's like, this is only the beginning, right? There's barely any TitanX coming back on the market. And especially with Shogun allowing you to burn your stakes, it's crazy what's going to happen. And, I don't think anybody really knows. I think people kind of think they know, but I don't think anybody really knows at all.
You're literally reading my exact tweet from a few hours ago. I said that. I said the exact same thing. I said there are thousands of people in the TitanX ecosystem. Of course, there's like 30,000 plus wallets, however many thousand people there actually are. How many really know what the power of what we're involved in is right now? How many really know?
I don't think anybody. It's probably nobody, because we've never actually seen it to this magnitude of what we're actually doing. I've been in other deflationary projects, but this is hyperdeflation. This is projects on projects built on top of that to deflate. So it's like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on to burn TitanX, and this is only the beginning. And it's gonna it's gonna be crazy. I'm gearing up, obviously, and hopefully, we do some amazing, Hall of Fame type of movements and get people to come over here. It's only a matter of time, and if the graph does what potentially it could do in the future, it's we're slowly gaining people every day. I mean, we really are still.
Jade tweeted something earlier. He had a bunch of stats up there. I replied to that also. I think I love those stats. Whenever more wallets are coming in, more people are coming in, just more liquidity is increasing. All of these numbers are very, very, very important. And you're not going to grow that fast. We're not going to grow 10% users in one day,
right.
But you gain 0.5% a day over 30, 45 days. That's a lot. 60 days. It really adds up. So tell a friend. There used to be something, I don't know, back in the 80s or the 90s, some like TV commercial. Tell a friend. There was something about that. I don't know. I don't remember if it was for a telephone company or insurance or something, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Tell a friend. Let them evaluate TitanX ecosystem. Explain it if they need it. To have them watch a stream. Like get them asked to answer your questions. If you don't know the answer yourself, find somebody who really knows the answer and jump on like a chat with them. And anybody will be willing to do that. I'm sure.
Yep.
Because we're all here for the same reasons.
I mean, and even in telegrams, right? Even on X, right? People actually will respond to you, which is not like any other protocol or project or community. This is everybody's trying to help everybody and continuously grow and spread the word. And that's what I think a lot of people are trying to do. And this is all good vibes over here. Like Jake said earlier, right? This is everybody is in it for everybody in all honesty. And, we're going to continuously to build and build and build. And that is for sure what's happening. I mean, we already have 22 new projects still to be released on TitanX Hub, let alone other projects that don't have, any words or no one said anything about it. So it's a lot of stuff coming.
It's really amazing. Yeah. You know what's really look okay, so here's what you can do. Pull up TitanX Hub and flash it on the screen because there is an ocean of green right now. There is a ton of green on there. Not everyone's green, but there's a lot of green. Hyper's up 26%. Dragon Up's up 5%. TitanX up 3.5%. Hyper's up 8%. X20 is up 3%. HLX is up. So many are up. It goes the whole down to Morpheus, down to tiny bit Morpheus. Is up. I use AW. Awesome is up. TitanX is up. BDX is up. Scale is up 25%. How? I don't know how. Maybe because we announced the buy and burn coming. I don't know. Maybe because of that. Legend X is up. Element. Oh, you know who's going to love it? Element. I need to screenshot this quickly for the dude. Element X is up 14.2%. What does that mean? 420. I got a quick
420.
So it's 420. I got a quick snapshot of it before it changes.
That's awesome.
There we go. 420. Good old dude knows 420. There we go. I got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then when Jake streams, like the magic happens.
Yeah,
when Jake streams,
and it happens quick.
It does. It does. It does.
Damn. Hey man, James, always a pleasure. I'm so happy you came on the channel. And we're obviously going to do more stuff in the future. You're always welcome on the channel, man. And what a blessing to hang out with you for a little bit on this Saturday.
Great to speak with you. Even though it's the middle of the night here, I'll probably be closing up. What time is it? 3 something? Yeah, 3:15. So yeah, you're probably just finishing it. You're getting into your afternoon, I assume, in whatever USA time zone you're in. And I'm finishing up my day. So we can always make things work. We work together here as a team. Awesome. Great talking to you all. Thanks for the community for joining too.
Hell yeah. Yeah. We had almost 250 people in here. So it was a great stream. So, hey guys, this has been another amazing episode. Great live stream. Thank you, James, for coming here. Smooth and Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. Until next time, peace.